Hey, welcome into Flat Top Time. I'm Ivan and super excited to have you here for this educational series. Now, before we get into the actual cutting, I do want to share a little bit of insider information on making it easier for you to do this. The flat top that we're going to demo initially in the video, because in later videos in the series we're going to show some variations and things like that. But initially we're doing a flat top in which the back and sides are going to be a number 1. That's a number 1 snap-on attachment guide or guard through the lower portion of the haircut. And the reason I'm pointing this out in a separate video here at the beginning is to share the important understanding that it is easier to cut a shorter flat top than it is to cut a longer one. And that is why deliberately I'm using that number 1. And here's what, let me explain. If I do a flat top where a client's gonna have a number 4 guard on the back and sides, at the blending point at the transition area where we move off the head and we start to build our verticalness, we're going to have a 1/2 inch of hair. That 1/2 inch of hair is going to require us to hold the comb very steady and to suspend off of the head. And that's hard to do. When we're learning, when we're newer, when we're building the skills, it is easier and better to have the head surface off of which to work. Therefore, the easiest flat top to cut is a number 1 flat top with a number 1 on the back and sides. Because your clipper comb, we'll talk about combs in another video, that we're going to rest on the head is about the thickness of a 1. So if you got a 1 guard, was that our 1 guard? We got our 1 guard down here and we build off of the 1, we can rest. We have the stability, the ability to rest against the head like that, as opposed to floating out here in outer space where you've got a gap. It's a little harder if you're going skin because you got to build up off skin, and unless you're a really superb fader, which I hope you are, and I'll show you that in another video, if you've got really good fading skills, skin flat tops are easier as well. Still easier than a number 4 flat top, but nothing's easier than building off a 1. So for the purposes of demonstration, for the purposes of learning, to help you synthesize this information, we're going to do our first demo off of a 1. Shorter flat tops are easier than longer ones to cut. You can work off the surfaces of the head. We're going to get into it next video. Thanks for being here. Have a great day.